You know, learning English isn't only about knowing the right words. Sometimes it's about knowing what to say at exactly the right moment.
We've all had those little moments when we forgot a name, misunderstood someone, or found ourselves in an awkward situation. The good news? A single English sentence can make those moments much easier.
So today, instead of learning random sentences, we're learning English you'll actually use. Ready? Let's get started.
Let's start today's lesson with a little embarrassing moment.
Uh-oh, this can be a little embarrassing. You know the person, they know you, but their name? It's gone.
Don't worry, it happens to everyone. When that happens, you can simply say, "Your name just slipped my mind."
That's much more natural than saying, "I forgot your name." It sounds softer and much more polite.
Imagine you're in this situation. "Hi, John. It's so nice to see you again."
I'm so sorry. Your name just slipped my mind.
"No worries. I'm Emma."
See? No long explanation, just one honest sentence. Sometimes that's all you need.
Great. Let's keep going. I think the second one is even more relatable. All right, let's play a quick game. I'm going to show you a situation, and I want you to think about what you would say. Ready?
Imagine this happening to you. You're at school. You open the classroom door. Everyone looks at you. The teacher looks at you too.
What would you say?
I'd probably smile and say, "I think I'm in the wrong classroom."
Exactly. This is short, simple, and very natural. No need to explain everything. One sentence is enough.
Now, let's see what's waiting in our next awkward moment. All right, everyone, pay close attention to this. Oops! I spilled my coffee. Not exactly how I wanted to start my day.
Situations like this happen to everyone. The important thing is knowing how to respond in English. In this situation, you can simply say, "That was an accident."
Exactly. You don't need a long explanation.
Just apologize. Then simply say, "That was an accident." People will understand that it wasn't intentional. And before we move on, here's a helpful tip.
When something unexpected happens, try to stay calm. A calm voice makes your apology sound more sincere. Remember, sometimes your tone is just as important as your English.
Moving on, let's be a little more careful with the next situation. Let's switch to a different situation. You're at work, and an important meeting has already begun. A few minutes later, you walk into the room. What would you say?
In a situation like this, there's no need to say too much. A polite apology is enough. "I'm really sorry I'm late."
Exactly. A short, sincere apology often leaves a better impression than a long explanation.
Now, let's practice together. "I'm really sorry I'm late." Excellent! You're sounding more natural already.
John, let me ask you something. Have you ever sent a message to the wrong person?
Oh yes, and trust me, it's embarrassing. One time, I was texting a friend, but I accidentally sent the message to my teacher instead.
Oh no. What did you do?
I apologized right away. "Sorry, Mr. Smith, that message wasn't meant for you."
That was the right thing to do. A polite apology is usually all it takes.
Exactly. If this ever happens to you, don't panic. Just apologize politely and be honest.
Hopefully, you won't need this sentence anytime soon. But if you ever do, you'll know exactly what to say. Now, let's see what our next situation has in store. Here is our next awkward moment. Okay, everyone, tell me, have you ever been talking to someone and suddenly you couldn't hear what they said? Awkward, isn't it?
Many learners simply say, what? But here's a better way. You can say, sorry, I didn't catch that.
Very simple, very polite, and very natural. Let's understand this better with a short conversation. John, are you free this evening?
Sorry, Emma, I didn't catch that.
I asked, are you free this evening?
Oh yeah, I'm free. Perfect. If someone speaks too fast, or there's too much noise, this sentence works every time.
Now, let's see where your English takes you next. Let's learn a sentence that can save you in an awkward moment. I'm so sorry I missed your birthday.
We use this sentence when you forget someone's birthday and you want to apologize politely. It's simple, honest, and thoughtful.
Now, imagine this. You open your phone and suddenly you see dozens of birthday messages. That's when you realize you forgot your friend's birthday.
A brief message is often enough. I'm so sorry I missed your birthday. I'm sure your friend will appreciate your honesty.
Remember, it's never too late to apologize. All right, let's stop for a second. We've learned quite a few sentences already. I wonder, have you been paying attention?
Let's find out. If someone says something but you don't hear it clearly, which sentence would you use? What? Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Did you choose? Sorry, I didn't catch that. Nice! That's the answer.
If you got it right, you're doing really well. If not, don't worry. That's exactly why we're practicing together. Let's carry on.
Sometimes we laugh without thinking, and a second later, we realize this isn't the right moment.
If that happens, don't panic. Just be honest. Sorry, I wasn't laughing at you.
This sentence is useful when someone thinks you're laughing at them, but you're not. Maybe you remembered something funny, or someone else made you laugh.
A calm explanation can quickly clear up the misunderstanding. That's why this sentence is so useful.
Sometimes, the right words can save an awkward moment. And this is one of them. Now, let's move on because this next situation has happened to almost everyone. Here's a small tip. Before every meeting, it's always a good idea to put your phone on silent. But sometimes we forget.
And when your phone suddenly rings, a simple apology is enough. Sorry, I'll put it on silent.
No excuses, no long explanation. Just a polite sentence, and then put your phone on silent.
Professional English is often this simple. Okay, ready? Let's see what's next. After all that practice, something wonderful happens. Someone listens to your English, smiles, and says, "Your English is really improving."
You smile and simply say, "Thank you, I'm still learning English."
I like this sentence. It shows confidence, but it also shows humility.
And here's the best part. Every sentence you learned today brings you one step closer to hearing those words. Your English is really improving.
Keep practicing, keep speaking, and one day, someone might say the same thing to you. Think about it. At the beginning of this lesson, some of these situations probably felt difficult. Now, You know exactly what to say. That's progress.
English isn't about speaking perfectly. It's about knowing the right words when you need them. And today, you've added 10 more useful sentences to your English.
The next time life gives you an awkward moment, I hope one of today's sentences pops into your mind.
Thanks for spending your time with us. Keep practicing, keep believing in yourself, and we'll see you in the next lesson. Bye!